Hi, chat. How you doing? How you doing? How's it going? We're back in the car. Trying to find a Wendy's still. Trying to find a Wendy's still today. We got out of the traffic jam. And we're trying to find some more nuggets. Hi, Hodor. Why are you in the car? Hodor, why are you in the car? Why are you in here? You don't like me in the car. You get very upset. You get extremely upset at the movement. Well, yeah. Yeah. It's been we just got out of the traffic jam and we're still trying to find that Wendy's. Trying to find that Wendy's for the boy. Of course, he's still got to get his nugs in. How are you? Hello. She's being very greedy for attention right now. Very greedy for attention right now. How's everyone's weekends going? I feel like I've wasted mine so far, so that's great. So that's great. I woke up at 10 to a spam call, went back to sleep, woke up at 1, looked at my phone, and then it was 4 o'clock. I've done nothing today. That's good. That's great. Absolutely jack shit. However, hi. Yes, hello. I wish you would just get in my lap instead of making me pet you. Just get up here. Just get up here. You have all the room to get up here. You never want to get up here. You just want to stay on the floor. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, she did it. She got up here. What? Oh. She super got up here. Hodor, you can't be on the console. I need to be able to see where I'm driving. Ma'am. Ma'am. Please. Ma'am. There we go. My cat. Yeah. The cat's in the car tool. She's now she's in the floorboard. I don't know how she got in here. How'd you get in here, Hodor? You don't like cars. Let me do a thing right quick, chat, and then we'll get to it. Boop. I put up a lot of content warnings today, as you may have saw, because the language in this story can be quite graphic. No, you can't get up there. Nope, it can be quite graphic. All right, so where is my chapter? There it is. Chat, we're on chapter 20. Chapter 20. Why didn't that resign? Excuse me? You're gonna stand up to watch the stream? Excuse me? Why would you do that? Just to stay awake. Alright, so we're on chapter 20, chat. Chapter 20 of 44. I sure hope we get through this faster than we did last time. Anyway, let's get to it, huh? Let's get to it, shall we? Author's note. I said I don't care what you think. Stop flaming, okay, Preps? Thanks to Raven for the help. Oh, hey, okay, they're friends again. All right, she got her sweater back 2 chapters ago, and I guess they're all buddy again now. I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, by the way, I'll be in vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days, so don't expect updates. Chapter 20. Untitled. All day I wondered what the surprise would be. Meanwhile, I put on a black. Yeah, okay, we're back. We're back to the goth clothing. The goth clothing descriptions. XXXX. We're back to the goth clothing descriptions. Chat. I put on a black leather mini, a black corset with purple lace stuff all over it, and a black gothic combat boots. My Chemical Romance were going to do the concert again since Voldemort had taken over the last one, and if you recall, chat, 2 of them. He took over 2 of them. There have been 3. There are now 3 canonical My Chemical Romance concerts at Hogwarts, or at least 3 attempts. Will they have to make a 4th? We'll have to find out, chat. We'll have to keep reading. You have to stay tuned. My Chemical Romance, we're going to do the concert again since Voldemort had taken over the last one. I slit my wrist while I moshed to MCR in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door. While I was trying on some black clothes and moshing to Fang Yu for the venom... What? Huh? Moshing to Fang Yu for the venom. I got all mad and turned it off. Sacredly, I hopped inside that it was Draco, so we could do it again. What the fucking hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin. Are you gonna come rape me or what? I yelled. I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us all to be careful around him, and Snape said he was a pedo. No, actually. Editor's note, actually is actually. Get it? Hell. Can I borrow some condoms? He growled angrily. Yeah, so you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I shouted sarcastically. I don't like reading some of this. Fucker, he said, going away. Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. When I went... Then I gasped. Snake and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall, doing it, and Dobby was watching. What? Oh my god, you ludicrous idiot! They both shouted angrily when they saw me. Dobby ran away crying. They got up, though. Normally, I would have been turned on. I love seeing guys do it. But both of them were fucking preps. By the way, Snape is moved to Gryffindor now. What the fuck is that? Why? What? What the fuck is that? Why you wanted condoms? Why is it written like that? I asked sadistically. See, I spelled that. Editor's note. She really didn't, but I'll leave it in. It really is sarcastically. Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lupin shouted angrily. Well, you should have told me, I replied. You dimwit, Snake began to shout angrily. And then I took out my black camera. I took a pic of them. You could see that they were naked and everything. Well, excuse me. They both shouted angrily. What was that all about? It was to blackmail you, I snarked. So now next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out, or I'll show this to Dumbledore. Editor's note. As this is name calling, I'll allow it. So fuck off, you bastards. I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wand at them and they tripped up. Why would you throw your wand? Why not cast a spell? Why throw the wand? Why cast a spell? Huh? I threw my wand at them. They tripped over it. Well, anyway, I went outside and there was Vampire, looking extremely fucking hot. What the fuck? Where'd Draco go? I asked. Oh, he's being a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come. Vampire said, shaking his head. You want to come with me? To the concert? Then, he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog father, editor's note, I'll allow it. What? Sirius Black had given it to him. The license plate on the front said MCR 666 on it. The one in the back said that's not the one in the back said Ebony on it. That's not how license plates work. That's not how license plate work. It's gotta be the same. I gasped. We flew to the concert hall. My Chemical Romance was there, playing. Vampire and I began to make out, moshing to the music. I gasped, looking at the band. I almost had an orgasm. Gerard was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helena, and his sexy, beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I heard some crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in a corner. End of chapter 20. Author's note. Fuck you, okay? You fucking suck. It's not my fault if it's spelled wrong, okay? Because that bitch Raven, because it fuck you. Whoops. Whoops, says Raven. Thanks for the help. By the way, Transylvania rocks hard. I even got to go to the castle where Dracula's was filmed. Editor's note. I don't know what any of this means. I'm sorry. The editor is fighting for his life right now, chat. Absolutely fighting for his life. All right, chapter 21, untitled. I'm not gonna read all these this time. Not today. That gimmick was overplayed last week. We're not doing it. We're not gonna keep it up. Later, we all went to the school. Draco was crying in the common room. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. What is that? What? How do you ask something gothically? No, I'm not, you fucking bitch, he shouted angrily. He stated to run out of the place in a suicidal way. I started to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide. It's okay, Ebony, said Vampire comfortingly. I'll make him feel better. You mean you'll go fuck him, won't you? I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too. Draco, please come, he began to cry. What? Tears of blood came down his pale face. I was so turned on because I love sensitive bi guys. If you're a homophobe, then fuck off. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got out his black invisibility cloak. We both got under it. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there, shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand. Who's there? He shouted angrily. We saw Filch. Come. We saw Filch come. He went under the visibility cloak and started to meow loudly. What? Okay, bye, Hodor. What's wrong? I think there might be knocking at my door, chat. Give me just a second. Sorry about that. Hodor freaked out, and she usually does that when there's somebody at the door. Maybe somebody next door was knocking. I don't know. There's nobody at my door. Is anyone there? Yelled Mr. Norris. No, fuck you, you preppy loser, poser, son of a fucking bitch. Vampire said under his breast in a disgusted way. Excuse me, who said that? Yelled Mr. Norris. Then he heard Filch meow. Filch, is there anyone under the cloak? He asked. Filch nodded, and then Vampire Frenched me. What is fucking happening? And then Vampire Frenched me. He did it just as Mr. Norris was taking off the cloak. If it's an invisibility cloak, how does he know where it's at? What the? He yelled, but it was too late because now we were running away from him. And then we saw Draco crying and busting into tears and slitting his wrist outside of the school. Draco, I cried, are you okay? I guess so. Draco wept. We went back to our coffins Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid. See, isn't that depressing? On the gothic red bed together. The bed? Did you go to see your coffins or your bed? As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. There was a knock on the door and Fudge and the... There was a knock on the door and Fudge and the Ministry of Magic walked into the school. Into the school? You heard the knocking on the door of the school? Okay, that's the end of the chapter 21. We're making good time, chat. Author's note. Shut the fuck up. Preps, stop flaming. Okay, if you don't like it, fuck off. I know it's Mr. Norris's. I know it's Mr. Norris. It's Raven. Okay. I know it's Mr. Norris. It's Raven's fault. Okay, you suck. No, just kidding, Raven. You fucking rock. Prep suck. All the X's, 666, X's, blah, 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 blah. Chapter 22. Untitled. All day, everyone talked about the Ministry of Magic. Well, anyway, I woke up the next day. I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. I was wearing black, lacy leather pajamas? No. This woman's never touched leather in her life. You are not sleeping in fucking leather pajamas. What the hell? This is the most unbelievable thing about this whole story. Who the fuck is sleeping in leather pajamas, chat? What the fuck? No. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me were Bloody Mary, Vampire, Diablo, Draco, Dracula, and Willow. I opened my crimson eyes. Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses all over it. Under that, she wore a black poofy skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots that was attached to the top. Vampire was wearing a baggy Simple Plan t-shirt and baggy black plants and Vans. Draco was wearing a black MCR t-shirt and black jeans and a leather jacket. He looked just like Gerard Way. And almost as fucking sexy. Vampire looked like Joel Madden. Bloody Mary was wearing a tight black poofy gothic dress that she had ripped so it showed all of her cleavage with a white apron that said bitch and other swear words and MCR lyrics on it in a kind of like a one dress I had seen Amy Lee wear. Darkness, who is giddy, was there too. She was wearing a ripped gothic black dress with ripped stuff all over it and a lace-up top thing that was black and pointy boots. So were Crabe and Goyle. What? Crabe and Goyle. It turned out that Darkness, Diablo, Crabe, and Goyle's dad was a vampire. He committed suicide by slitting his wrist with a razor. He had raped them and stuff before to... Oh. Gross. Yuck. They all got so depressed that they became gothic and converted to Satanism. Oh my fucking god. I yielded as I jumped up. Why the fuck are you all here? Ebony, something is really fucked up. Yeah, it fucking sure is, dude. Draco said. Okay, but I need to put on my fucking clothes first, I shouted angrily. It's alright. We have to go now, and you look kawaii anyway. You're so fucking beautiful, Draco said in a sexy voice. Oh, alright, I said, smiling. But you have to tell me why you're being all erective? But you have to tell me why you're being all erective. What are we erecting? I will, he said. So, I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and red eyeshadow, and white foundation. Then I came. Every time. She doesn't follow it up with like out or into the hallway. She just ends it. And I came. And I went. And I came. So it adds other context that she's not intending that just makes it funny. We all went outside. The great Hal. And looked in from a widow. The spelling has gotten worse, chat. It's gotten worse. We're 22 chapters in and it's only getting worse. A fucking prept called Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hilary Duff t-shirt, so we put up our middle fingers at her. Inside the Great Hall, we could see Dumbledore. Cornelius Fudge. What? Cornelius Fudge. What a name. Was there shouting at Dumbledore. Doris Umbridge was there too. This cannot be, he shouted angrily. The school must be closed. The Dark Lord is planning to kill the students, yelled Cornelius Fudge. I can't take it. I can't take somebody named Fudge seriously, chat. What the hell? Fudge. You're not fit to be the principal any longer, Umbridge yelled. You are too old, and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. Jesus fucking... What? You must retire, or Voldemort will kill your students. Very well, Dumbledore said angrily. But we cannot do this. We can't close the school. There's only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort, and she is in the school. And her name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway. But dementia's in her name. Is that not even worse than the Alzheimer's disease that Duffledore has? As she spelled Duffledore? Draco, Crabe, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, and Bloody Mary looked at each other. I gasped. Where's Diablo? Diablo not show up? Did Diablo have other things to do today? Excuse me. Alright, that's chapter 22. 23. Author's note. Shut the fuck up, bitches. Y'all just jealous because I got 10,000 reviews. Thanks to Raven for the help and telling me about the Box Girls Rock. Let's go shopping together. Editor's note. What? What? Chapter 23. Untitled. The door opened, and Professor Umbridge and Cornelius... I can't say that name with a straight fucking face, chat. Cornelius Fudge. Stomped out angrily. Then Dumbledore and Umbridge saw us. Miss Way, what the beep are you doing? Umbridge shouted angrily. Dumbledore glared at her. Oops, she made a mistake, he corrected her. She means, hi everybody, come in. We all came in angrily. So did the other students. I sat between Darkness and Draco, and opposite Bloody Mary. Crabe and Goyle started to make up some morbid jokes. They both looked exactly like Villy Volo. I ate some Count Chocolate. They're in a fucking... Aren't they in Dumbledore's office? Where are they getting all this? Why does this office have that many chairs? What is happening? I ate some Count Chocula and drank some blood from a cup. Then I heard someone shooting angrily. I looked behind me. It was Vampire. He and Draco were shooting at each other. Vampire, Draco, what the fuck? I asked. You fucking bastard, yelled Draco at Vampire. I want to sit next to her. No, I do. No, she doesn't fucking like you, you son of a fucking bitch, yelled Draco. No, fuck you, motherfucker. She loves me, not you, shouted Vampire. And then he jumped on Draco. No, not in that way, you perv. They started to fight and beat each other up again. We're in Dumbledore's office. He has done nothing. Dumbledore yelled at them, but they didn't stop. All of a sudden, a terrible man with red eyes and no nose flew in on his broomstick. He had no nose, and he was wearing a gray robe. All the glass in the window he flew through fell apart. Brittany, that fucking prep they're in the office! Started to cry. Vampire and Draco started fighting. I stopped eating. Everyone gasped. The womb fell silent. Voldemort. Ebony. Darth... Ebony, Darth Vader said evilly in his raspy voice. Thou have failed your mission. Now I shall kill thou, and I shall kill Vampire as well. If thou does not kill him before then, I shall kill Draco too. Please, don't make me kill him, please, I begged. No, he laughed crudely. Kill him, or I shall kill him anyway. Then he flew away cackling. I burst into tears. Draco and Vampire came to comfort me. Suddenly, my eyes rolled up, so they looked all cool and gothic. I had a vision where wait, why can't she suddenly have like these prophetic visions now? What is this? I had a vision where I saw some lightning flash, and then Voldemort came to kill Draco, while Draco slit his wrists in a depressed way. No! I screamed sexily. Suddenly, I looked up and stopped having the vision. Ebony, are you all right? Asked Draco, in a worried voice. Yeah, I said sadly as I got up. Everything's all right, Ebony, said Vampire, all sensitive. No, it's not! I shouted angrily, tears of blood. Ow! Hodor! Ow! She bit me. No, it's not, I shouted angrily. Tears of blood went down my face. Oh my fucking god, what if I'm getting possessed like in The Ring 2? It's okay, girl, said Bloody Mary. Maybe you should ask Professor Sinister about what the visions mean, though. Okay, bitch, I said sadly, and then went. Okay, bitch. Bet. Let's go. Okay, bitch. That's how chapter 23 ends. I gotta say, chat, this book has had some iconic final lines to chapters. Author's note. Preps, stop flaming the story. You're just jealous, so fuck you, okay? Go to hell. Raven. Thanks for the help. Chapter 24, untitled. Well, we had divination next. So I got to ask Professor Sinister about the visions. Konnichiwa! Everybody come in, said Professor Sinister in Japanese. Konnichiwa! She smiled at me with her gothic black lipstick. She's the coolest fucking teacher ever. She had long, dead black hair with red blood tips and red eyes. Her mom was a vampire. She's also half Japanese, so she speaks it and everything. She and Bloody Mary get along great. Okay. She's really young for a teacher. Today, she was wearing black leather top with red lace and long gothic black ripped dress. We went inside the black classroom with posters of Emily the Strong. Who? I raised my hand. I was wearing some black nail polish with red pentagrams on it. What is it, Ebony? She asked. Hey, I love your nail polish. Where'd you get it? Hot Topic? Yeah, I answered. All the preps who didn't know that what Hot Topic was gave me weird looks. I gave them the middle finger. Well, I have to talk to you about some things. When do you want to do it? How about now? She asked. Okay, I said. Okay, class fucking dismissed everyone. Professor Sinister said, and she let everyone go, except for you, Brittany. She pointed at Brittany and some other preps. Please do exercise. Get it? 1 on page 3. Editor's note. Exercise is exercise. Oh, man. Okay. I'm having lots of visions, I said in a worried voice. I'm so worried. Is Draco going to die? Well, she gave me a black crystal ball to look in. I looked at it. What do you see? She asked. I said. This is in quotes, by the way. This is so she's actually saying this. I said I see a black gothic skull and a pentagram. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. I looked at it. It was Draco. He was looking really sexy, wearing a black leather facet, a black gothic Linkin Park t-shirt, and black Congress shoes. Okay, okay, you can go now. See you, cunt, said Professor Sinister. Bye, bitch, I said, waving. I went to Draco and Vampire was sitting next to him. We both followed Draco together, and I was so excited. That was a quick chapter. Okay, chapter 25. Untitled. Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? If you don't, then I'll tell Justin to beat you up. And I'll tell all the nerds to put viruses on your computer. Fuck you. Raven, thanks for the help. Oh, that's a short chapter. I was so excited. I followed Draco, wondering if we were going to do it again. We went outside, and then we went into Draco's black car. Ebony, what the fuck did Professor Sinister say? Whispered Draco, putting his gothic white hand with black nail polish on mine. She said she would tell me what the visions meant tomorrow, I grumbled in a sexy voice. He took out a heroin cabaret and spiked it, and he gave it to me to spork. What do those words mean? He started to fly the car into a tree. We went to the top of it. Draco put on some MCR. Editor's note. Spork? Fucking what? And all the things that you never ever told me, and all the smiles that are ever gonna haunt me, sang Jared's sexy voice. We started tiling of each other's clothes fervently. He took off my black thong and my black leather bra. I took off his black boxers. Then he put his throbbing you-know-what in my tool sex... What? She calls it her tool? Excuse me? No! Oh my fucking god. Draco, Draco, I screamed. Oh yeah, they... Good line. Good line. Yes, 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 yes. Good line, good line. Oh my fucking god. Draco, Draco, I screamed, having an orgasm. We stated Frenching passionately. Suddenly, I fell asleep. I started having a dream. In it, I started having a dream. In it, a black guy was shooting two gothic men with long black hair. No, please don't fucking kill us, they pleaded. The one and done type. Yeah. Honestly, it sounds like she fell asleep during. Because she suddenly fell asleep. You know, she didn't just go to sleep. She suddenly fell asleep. After no, sorry, they were Frenching passionately. They had already put the throbbing you know what in her tool sexily. So they were Frenching, and then she suddenly fell asleep. Ebony, what's wrong? Draco asked me as I woke up, opening my icy blue. Are they blue or are they red? My icy blue eyes. I started to cry and tears of blood went down my face. I told Draco to call Vampire. He did it with his black Lincoln Park mobile. You remember them Lincoln Park branded phones, chat? But the worst thing was, they both are. It depends on the day. Yeah, true. But the worst thing was, who the people who were shot in the dream were Lucius and Sirius. I like how she's just like a psychic now for absolutely no reason. It just happened. Chapter 26. That's a short chapter. We might actually finish tonight. The chapters keep being this small. Author's note. Prep, stop flaming the story, okay? If you don't like the story, then go fuck yourself. You fucking prep. You suck. Oh, yeah. And I wasn't being racist, okay? You sure about that? You sure about that, Dementia Ravenway? Oh, we got ad soon. Oh my god, speak of the devil, it's Lincoln Park on our radio. It's Lincoln Park on the radio. Alright, where are we at? A few minutes later, Vampire came to the tree. He was wearing a black leather jacket, black leather pants, and a Good Charlotte t-shirt. Do any of these people own shirts that don't have fucking brands on them? Bands on them, brands on them, images of them? Like, don't they have any just like plain clothing? Or are they all graphic? I guess because that's literally all that's sold at Hot Topic. And so this girl doesn't know anything else. Hi, vampire, I said flirtily as I started to sob. Draco hugged me sexily, trying to comfort me. I started to cry tears of blood, and then he told him what happened. Oh, fuck it! Vampire shouted angrily. He started to cry sadly. What fucking dick did that? I don't know, I said. Now come on, we have to tell Dumbledore. We ran out of the tree into the castle. Dumbledore was sitting in his office. Sir, our dads have been shot! Draco said while wiping some tears from his white face. Ebony had a vision in a dream. Dumbledore started to cackle. Ha 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 ha. And how do you expect me to know Ebony's not delusional? I glared at Dumbledore. Wasn't Dumbledore just mere chapters ago, like, saying that the only person that's able to possibly have a chance of killing Voldemort is Ebony? And now Ebony isn't to be trusted? Huh? I glared at Dumbledore. Look, motherfucker, I said angrily as Dumbledore gasped. See, is that out of character? You know very well that I'm not delusional. Now get some fucking people out there to look for Sirius and Lucius. Pronto! Well, we also got to we gotta take a pronto ad break, chat. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Man, why does this not work with Spotify? I don't know why. Where's my window? There it is. Look, motherfucker, I said angrily as Dumbledore gasped. See? Is that out of character? You know very well that I'm not that I'm not delusional. Now get some fucking people out there and look for Sirius and Lucius. Pronto. Okay, he said in an intimidated voice. Where are they? I thought about it. Then all of a sudden, London, I said. I told them which street. He went and called some people and did some stuff again. And after a few minutes, he came back and said people were going out to look for them. After a while, someone called him again. He said that they had been found. Draco, Vampire, and I all left to our rooms together. I went with Draco to wait in the nurse's office while Vampire went to slit his wrists in his room. We looked at each other's gothic, depressed eyes. Then we kissed. Suddenly, Sirius and Lucius came in on stretchers. And Professor Sinister was behind them! Alright, chapter 27 is titled, actually, chat. Vampires Will Never Hurt You. Author's note. You know what? I don't give a fuck what you preps think about me. So stop flaming the fucking story, bitches. Thanks to Raven for your love, support, and help. I love you, girl. Sorry I couldn't update, lol. I was really depressed and slit my wrists. I had to go to the hospital. Raven, you rock, girl. Everyone in the room stated to cry happily. I had saved them. Draco, Lucius, Sirius, and Vampire all came to hug me. The nurse started to give them medicine. You know, the medicine that cures bullets. the bullet curing medicine, yeah. Come on, Ebony, said Professor Sinister. She was wearing a gothic black leather dress with a corset top and real vampire blood on. What does that even mean? And fucking black platinum boots. I have to tell you the fucking prediction. I locked at Lucius, Sirius, Draco, and the vampire. They nodded. I smelled happily. I went to a dark room. I had changed, and Professor Sinister took out some black cards. She started to look into a crystal black ball. She said, Tara, She said, Tara, I see dark times are near, she said badly. She peered into the ball. You see, you must go back in time. She took out a time turner like Bloody Mary had. When Voldemort was in Hogwarts before he became powerful, he got his heart broken. Now, do you think he would still become Voldemort if he was in love? I shook my head. You must go back in time and seduce him. It's the only way. If he's still evil, then you must kill him. You can come to my room tomorrow and you can do it. Okay, I said sadly. We did Death's touch sign. I went outside again sadly. What fucking happened? Asked Draco and Vampire. Yeah, what happened? Asked Darkness, Willow, and Bloody Mary. I was about to tell them, but everyone was there. They were celebrating Lucius and Sirius being found. Everyone was proud of me. But I just wanted to talk to Draco. They were cheering my name and some reporters were there, trying to interview Dumbledore. A banner was put up. Lots of fucking preps were there. Obviously trying to be gothic, wearing the him sign on their hands, despite them not actually having heard of him. Even Mr. Norris looked happy. A black and red cake had been brought out. Crabe and Goyle set up some fireworks in the shape of skulls from Wesley's Wizard's Weasels. What? Skulls from Wesley's Wizard Wheezes. Huh? I put on my invisibility cloak with Vampire and Draco, and we snuck outside together. Author's note. I said stop blaming the story if it was a mistake when Professor Sinister said that. Okay. Go to fucking hell, you suck. Thanks to Lily for the help. Raven, have fun with Kiwi. Ooh. Alright, chapter 28, untitled. We went into a black room. The walls were black with portraits of gothic bands like MCR, Good Charlotte, and Marlon. And Marlon Mason all over them. A big black coffin was in the middle. Red velvet lined the black box. There were 3 chairs made of bones with real skulls in them. I was wearing a black corset bra with purple stuff on it. Fishnet stocking and black leather thong underneath. Was that important? Do we have to know that? I sat down one of the chairs depressedly. So did Draco and Vampire. Are you okay? Vampire asked, putting his alabastered hand on mine. Editor's note. Question mark? He was wearing black nail polish. I was wearing black nail polish with red crosses on it. Yeah, I guess, I said sadly. Draco also put his hand on mine sexily. I smiled sadly with my black lipstick. The problem is, I have to seduce Voldemort. I have to go back in time. Draco started to cry sadly. Vampire hugged him. It's okay, Ebony, he said finally. But what about me? You're not going to break up anything, are you? Of course not, I gasped. Really? He said. Sure, I said. We Frenched sexily. Vampire looked at us longingly. Then I took off Draco's MCR shrift and seductively took off his pants. He was hung like a Stallone. Editor's note. Question mark? He had replaced the vampire tattoo that said Ebony on it. Black roses were around it. I gasped. He looked exactly like Gerard Way. Vampire took a video camera. I had said it was okay before. I took off my clothes. Then we were in for the ride of our life. We started Frenching as we climbed into the coffin. He put his Spock in my you-know-what, and we passionately did it. Oh. We've been denied the yippee. Let me fix that. We've been denied the yippee. Alert, We've been denied the yippee, that one. I'm so sorry. Let's have a yippee for the yippee. There we go. Boop. There we go. There we go. There's our proper yippee. Let me refund that to you. All right. We had the yippee. He put his Spock in my you-know-what, and we passionately did it. Just in front of Vampire, the guy who loves both of you. That's kind of fucked up. He got double cucked, chat. He got double cucked. I love you, Ebony. Oh, let me feel you. I need to feel you. He screamed as we got an orgasm. We watched Vampire filmed everything perfectly. Suddenly, what the fuck are you doing? It was Snape and Professor McGonagall. Why don't they just keep walking into bedrooms? Chapter 29. Author's note. It's not that fucked up. You're just jealous because you're preps, so fuck you. Raven, you rock, girl. Thanks for the help. MCR rocks. 666. Chapter 29. Untitled. Oh my Satan! We screamed as we jumped out of the coffin. Yeah, exactly. They're pervs who wanted to watch like Snape and Lupin. Wait, yeah, it is Snape. Snape brought Mrs. McGonagall instead of Lupin this time. What is going on in the school, chat? They're all pervs and preps. All pervs and all preps. Come now, Preacher McGonagall yelled. We did guiltily. We left the room, putting on our clothes. Snape grabbed the camera and put it in his pocket. See? Yeah, he wanted that recorded. Yeah, he did. Hey, what the fuck? Vampire shouted angrily. Yeah, Buster, what the fuck do you think you're gonna do with that fucking camera? Draco demanded, all protective, looking at me longingly with his gothic red eyes. Look, Dumble whore. Editor's note. I'll allow it. Look, Dumble whore knows your little secret. And if you do this again, then you will go to Satan Mungo's. So give me back the camera. The Ministry of Magic thinks he's crazy. There's no way they will believe him. Snape laughed meanly. Yes, so shut your mouth, you insolent fools, yelled Professor McGonagall. She made us come into a weird room with white stones all around it. There were all these weird tools in it. Oh, like Raven's tool? Wait, no, not Raven. Not Raven. Ebony, Raven, Ebony Darkness, Dementia, Ravenway. Draco started to cry, all sexy and seductive. Get it? Because he's a sex bomb, lol. Tom Felton rules for life, but not as much as Gerard. You're sex on legs. I love you. You fucking rock. Marry me? Editor's note. Sexative is sensitive. I started to cry tears of blood. It happens in Vampire Chronicles. Raven said so, okay? So fuck you. Vampire took out a black handkerchief and started to wipe my red eyes. They're red again. They're red again, chat. They were blue, now they're red. All right, let's see. What other color are they going to be? And then he and Snape both took out guns using magic. They started to shoot each other angrily. None of the bullets got on each other yet. I took out my What? Crucio, I shouted. Snape stated to scrim, and he dropped the gun. But it was too late. Both of them had run out of ballet. I stopped the curse. Professor McGonagall did a spell so that we are all chained up. She took out a box of tools. Then she said, "Okay, Severus, I'm going to go now." She left. Snape started to laugh evilly. Vampire started to cry. "It's okay, Ebony," said Draco. "Everything will be all right. Remember the video you took of Snape?" Snape laughed again, and then he took out some whips. Why are they doing this? Are they there to stop them from going back to seduce Snape? I mean, Voldemort? Why are they doing this? Chapter 30. Author's note. Stop flaming the story. Okay? You don't even know what's going to happen. So fuck you. If you flame, you will be a prep. So all flamers can kiss my ass. Sorry for saying Alzheimer's is dangerous, but that's the ministry's opinion because society basically sucks. Thanks the Raven, you rock, bitch. No, we screamed sadly. Snape started laughing meanly. He took out a camera evilly. Then he came towards Draco. He took some stones out of his pocket. He put the stones around Draco and lit a candle. "What the fuck are you doing?" I shouted angrily. Snape laughed meanly. He pulled down his pants. I gasped. There was a dark mark on his you-know-what. He waved his wand and a knife came out. He gave the knife to me. "You must stab Vampire," he said to me. "If you don't, then I'll rape Draco." Jesus fucking Christ. "No, you fucking bastard," I yelled. But then Draco looked at me sadly with his evil gothic red eyes that looked so depressed and sexy. He looked exactly like a pentagram. Lol, get it? Because I'm a Satanist? Okay, so in the author's mind, Satanism is cool, but also she tells people to go to hell. So going by the other strands of logic by this author, wouldn't that be a good thing? Wouldn't that be a good thing to tell the preps to go to hell? Right? Why would she want them in hell? Where she wants to be as a Satanist. Because she sure as shit doesn't know the difference between, you know, the Satanic Church and Satanism. This woman definitely doesn't know the difference between those two organizations. Absolutely does not know. He looked exactly like a pentagram. Well, I'll get it because I'm a Satanist. Between he looked exactly like a pentagram between Kurt Cobain and Gerard. But then I looked at Vampire. And he looked so sexy too with his gothic black hair. I thought of the time when we screwed and the time I did it with Draco and Dumbledore came and the time where Draco almost committed suicide. And Vampire was so supportive. Snape laughed angrily. He started to pray to Voldemort. He started to do an incapacitation dance around the stones, whipping Draco and Vampire. Suddenly, I had an idea. I closed my eyes and used my vampire powers. I sent a telepathic message to Draco and Vampire so they would distract Snape. "Dumbledore will get you," Draco shouted. "Yeah, just wait till the ministry find out," Vampire yelled. Meanwhile, I took out my wand. I thought you're strapped down, though. How are you taking out your wand? Are you using your vampire powers? You ridiculous dunderhead, Snoop yelled. Not Snoop Dogg! Why is Snoop Dogg no one here? He took off all of Draco's clothes, just as he was about to rape him. Crucio! I shouted, pointing my wand. Snape screamed and started running around the room, screaming. Meanwhile, I grabbed my black mobile and sent a text to Sirius. I stopped doing Crucio. You dunderhead. I'm going to kill, shouted Snape, but suddenly Sirius came in. Sorry, excuse me. I'm sorry. I gotta reread that. But suddenly, Sirius came. Didn't come in. He just came. Again. Like everybody else. Everybody comes in this. Everybody comes in this story. Snape put the whip behind his back. Oh, hello, Sirius. I was just teaching them something. He lied. But suddenly Lucius and Professor Sinister came into the room, and they and Sirius unlocked the chains and put them around Snape. Then Professor Sinister said, "Come on, Ebony. Let's go." Okay, that's the end of chapter 30. These ones are going by quick chat. They're pretty short. It's not helping their cohesiveness at all, but, you know. Author's note. I said, "Shut the fuck up, you queefs." That is not how you spell that word. Yes, short and spicy. I said, "Shut the fuck up, you queefs. Stop calling Ebony a Mary Sue, okay? You don't even know what's going to happen." Oh, Retro, yeah, what's that quick question? What do you got there? What hello, also welcome in. Hello. What is that badge? Pt.2, the final shape raid race? Yo, what's your question? Let's see, where was I at? Oh, stop calling Ebony a Mary Sue. Stop calling Ebony a Mary Sue. Okay, you don't even know what's going to happen. Okay, so fuck you. Thanks to my BFF Raven for the help. Editor's note. I don't know what a queef is, so let's leave it. I'm pretty sure she just didn't know how to spell queef. This is Quiephs. I always knew you were on Voldemort's side, you son of a bitch. Buffy rocks. What? Why is that there? Sirius said to Snape. No, I'm not. I was teaching them something, Snape claimed. Oh, fucking yeah? I took some black Voldemort serum out of my pocket and gave it to Sirius. He made Snape drink it. He did angrily. Then Lucius took out a tape recorder and started playing it while he did curses on Snape. Then Professor Sinister and Lucius made us get out with them while Snape told his secreties. Lucius took Vampire and Draco to the nurse after thanking me 1,000,000 times. Professor Sinister took me to a dark room. Now I was going to go back in time to seduce Voldemort. Moving posters of MCR and Nirvana were all over. Bloody Mary, Darkness, and Willow came too. Bloody Mary gave me a black bag from Tom Ridd's store. "What's in the bag?" I asked Professor Sinister. "You will see," she said. I opened the bag. In it was a sexy, tight, low smut In it was a sexy tight, low smut, black leather gothic dress. It had a red corset stuff, and there was a slit up the leg. I put it on. My friends helped me put on black fishnets and black pointy boots Willow had chosen. Willow and Darkness helped me put on black eyeliner and blood red lipstick. You look fucking kawaii, bitch, Bloody Mary said. Thanks, I said. Okay, now you're going back in time, said Professor Sinister. You have to do it in a few sessions. She gave me a black gun. What? Why? I put it in a strap on my fishnets, like in Resident Evil. Then she gave me a black time turner. After an hour or so, use the time turner to come back here, Professor Sinister said. Then she and Bloody Mary put a pensive in front of me. Everyone went in front of it. Good luck, everyone shouted. Darkness and Willow gave me the death touch sign. Then I jumped sexily into the pensive. Does she mean pentagram? I think she means pentagram. Suddenly, I was in front of the school. In front of me was one of the sexiest goth guys I'd ever seen. He was wearing long black hair, kind of like Mikey Way, only black. He had green eyes like Billy Joe Armstrong, and pale white skin. He was wearing a black ripped up suit with Vans. It was Tom Bombadil. The Tom Bombadil. Chapter 32. Untitled. Author's note. I said stop flaming. I know his name isn't Tom Bombadil. That was a mistake. I know his name isn't Tom Bombadil. That's a mistake. If you don't like the story, then you can screw yourself. You suck. Hi, I said flirtily. I'm Ebony Way, the new student. I shook my pale hands with their black nail polish on them. My name's Tom, he said, but you can call me Satan. Tom Satan Bombadil. Also, I thought he wasn't Tom. She acknowledged that he's not Tom Bombadil and then immediately calls him Tom again. We shook hands. Well, come on. We have to go upstairs, Satan said. I followed him. Hey, Satan. Do you happen to be a fan of Green Day? Since MCR and Evanescence didn't exist yet in that, I asked. Oh my fucking god, how did you know? Satan gasped. Actually, I like Good Charlotte a lot too. Get it? Because Good Charlotte did that song, I Just Want to Live, that sounded really 80s. You just broke your own continuity in naming bands that were relevant. Fucking stupid fucking author. God damn it. Oh my god, me too, I replied happily. Guess what? They have a concert in Hogsmeade, Satan whispered. Hogsmeade? I asked. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they used to call it in these times before it became Hogsmeade. In 2000, he told me all secretly, and there's a really cool shop called Hot Topic. I finished happily. He frowned. No, it's called Hot Issue. He smiled secretly again. Then in 1998, they changed it to... What the fuck? Does this guy know that she's a... What is happening? He moaned. Oh, now everything was making sense for me. So, is Dumbledore your principal? I shouted. Uh-huh. He looked at his black nails. I'm a Slytherin. Oh my fucking god, me too, I shrieked. You go to this skull? Get it? Because I'm gothic, he asked. Editor's note. Skull is school. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm new. I smiled happily. Suddenly, Dumbledore flew in on his broomstick and started shredding at us angrily. No talking in the halls. He had a short blonde hair and was wearing a polo shirt from American Outfitters. Stupid goths! Satan rolled his eyes. He's so mean to us goths and punks just because we're in Slytherin and we're not preps. I turned around angrily. Actually, I think maybe it's because you're the Dark Lord. You're blowing your cover! What the fuck? He asked angrily. Oh, nothing, I said sweetly. Then suddenly the floor opened. Oh my fucking god, no! I screamed as I fell down. Everyone looked at me weirdly. Yeah, I'm sure they did. Hey, where are you going? Satan asked as I fell. I got out of the hole, and I was back in the pensive in Professor Sinister's classroom. Dumbledore was there. Dumbledore, I think I just met you, I said. Oh yeah, I remember that, Dumbledore said, trying to be all gothic. Sinister came in. Hey, this is my classroom. Wait, what the fuck, Ebony? What the hell are you doing? I looked at her. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What the hell? How? I screamed, forgetting she was a teacher for a second, but she's a goth, so it's okay. Professor Sinister looked sad. I was drinking Voldemort serum. She started to cry black tears of depression. Dumbledore didn't know about them. Hey, are you crying tears of blood? He asked, curiously, touching a tear. Fuck off, we both said, and Dumbledore took his hand away. Professor Sinister started crying again in her chair, sobbing limp tears. Oh my fucking god, Ebony. I think I'm addicted to Voldemort serum. Author's note. Oh, this is a rare author's note at the end of a chapter, chat. Author's note. See, you fucking preps, go fuck yourselves. That's the serious issues. Go to hell. You've touched a lot of serious issues. But alright. Alright. Chapter 33, Untitled. Author's note. I said shut up, it's not my fault, okay? If you don't like the story, then you're a prep, so fuck you, flamers. P.S. I'm not updating until you give me 5 good reviews. And this time, I mean it. You suck. Thanks, Raven, for the help. I promise to help you with your story, lol. Lol. Oh my fucking god, I shouted sadly. Should we get you to St. Mungo's, bitch? Hell no, she said. Listen, Ebony, I need your help. Next time you go back in time, do you think you could ask Tom Anderson for some help? Sure, I said sadly. I went outside the door. Draco was there. He was wearing a big black goth, Good Charlotte t-shirt, which were his pajamas. Hey, sexy, I said. How'd it go, Ebony? He asked in his voice was so sexy and low, kind of like Gerard Way when he's talking. Fine, I responded. I stared to go back to the dorm. How far did you go with Satan? Draco asked jealously. Not too far, lol, I barked. Will you have to do it with him? Draco asked angrily. I hope not too far, I shouted angrily. Then I felt bad for shouting at him. I said sorry. We Frenched. What happened to Snap? I growled. You will see, Draco giggled mysteriously. He opened the door. Snape and Lupin were there. Sirius was poking them by stabbing them with a black knife. No, please, Lupin. Lupin wasn't involved in this latest scenario. It was Professor McGonagall. No, please, Lupin begged as Sirius started to suck his blood. I laughed sadistically. I took some photos of him and Snape being tortured. Okay, I know this is mean, but think about it, people. They're pedos, and Snape tried to rape them, and anyway, sadist rock. Has anyone seen Shark Attack 3? No. No, I haven't. We took some of Snape's blood, then Draco and I went back to our rooms. We sat in my gothic black coffin. My clothes were kind of dirty, so I put on a black leather outfit thingy, kind of like the one Celine has in Underworld. If you haven't heard of it, then fuck off. I put some black platform high heels. Draco put on a Demolition Lovers by MCR. Then we started to take off each other's clothes. I took off his shirt, and he had a six-pack, lol. We started to make out like in the Grudge. Because that's what you think of when you think of the Grudge is the makeout scene. He put his wetness in my you know what. He put his wetness in my you know what sexily. I got an orgy. Is she meaning orgy like orgasm? Probably. Oh, Draco. Oh my fucking god, Draco. I screamed passionately as he got an erection. He just put it in soft? Okay. I love you, Ebony, he whispered sexily. And then we fell asleep. Oh, so you gave an erection and then you fell asleep? Come on now. Come on now, Ebony. That's kind of rude. That's kind of rude. Shouldn't do that. That's kind of rude. Author's note. Shut the fuck up, preps. Have you even read the story? Probably all just preps and posers. So fuck you. Bangs the Raven for the help. Chapter 34. Untitled. I woke up in the coffin the next day. Draco was gone. I got up and put on a black, tight, sexy dress that was all ripped up at the end. There was red corset stuff going up the front and back, and it came up to my knees. There was a slit in the dress, like in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I put on a ripped black fishnets and black stiletto boots. Suddenly, Sirius knocked on the door. I opened it. Hi, Ebony, he said. Guess what? You have to come to Professor Sinister's office. Okay, I said in a depressed voice. I had wanted to fuck Draco or maybe listen to MCR or Evanescence. I came anyway. Wait, she keeps misusing this word. So, what the fuck happened to Snape and Lupin? I asked Sirius flirtily. I fucking tortured them, he answered in a sadistic way. They're in Azkaban now, lol. I laughed evilly. Where Draco and Vampire, I muttered. They are excused from school today, Sirius moaned sexily. Gross. Gross, icky, don't like that. No. Right now, they're watching The Nightmare Before Christmas. We went into the office. Professor Sinister was there. She was wearing a gothic black dress that was all ripped all over it. Kind of like the one Amy Lee wears in this pic. Editor's note. The link just says HTTPS. There is no link. Sad, right? She wasn't even able to link it right. She was drinking some Voldemort serum. She took out the pensive and the time turner. She has to be meaning pentagram, right? Right. It's for the gas movement. Is it? Oh, that's what the pensive is? For the gas movement? Ebony, you will have to do another session now. Also, I need you to get me a cure for being addicted. I need you to bring me a cure for being addicted from the past. She said sadly. Good luck, Fangs. And then I jumped into the peen sleeve again. Suddenly, I looked around. I was in the Great Hall, eating Count Chocula. It was morning. I was sitting next to Satan. On a table was a tall, gothic man with long black hair, pale skin, and blue eyes, wearing a suit and black Converse shoes. He looked just like Marilyn Manson. I noticed. He was drinking a potion. Who's he? I asked. Oh, that's Professor Slughorn, Satan said. He's the potion teacher. Ebony. Yeah, I asked. Did you know that Marilyn Manson is playing in Hogsmeade tonight? And they're showing The Exorcise at the movies before that. Yeah? Well, want to go to the concert and the movie with me? She can only be here for an hour, though. She can't do none of this. Chapter 35. Author's note. Shut the fuck up, preps. Have you even read the story? You're probably all just preps and posers. So fuck you. Thanks for the help, Raven. I woke up in the coffin the next day. Oh, wait, sorry. This is chapter 35. It has a title, chat. Ghost of You. I woke up in the coffin the next day. Draco was gone. I got up and put on black, tight, sexy dress that was all ripped up at the end. There was a red corset stuff going up the front and the back, and it came up to my knees. There was a slit in the dress, like in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I put on ripped black fishnets and black stiletto boots. Wait a minute. Chapter 34 and chapter 35 are the same chapter. They're the same chapter. She just re-uploaded or something. All right, chapter 36. That was chapter 36 is probably gonna be the last one tonight, chat. My voice was quite rough last time, so we're gonna turn this into a three-parter. Gonna turn this to a three-parter. We'll have 9 chapters left. Yeah, because there's 44 and 30. Okay, yeah. Wait. Oh. Well, 8 chapters left. I'm sorry. Author's note. I said stop flaming, okay? I bet you're all probably old 70-year-olds. P.S. Porter says you're a prep. Oh yeah, and thanks to Raven for the help. Have fun in England, girl. I looked around in a depressed way. I saw Professor Sinister, Bloody Mary, Socrates, and Draco and Vampire and Willow there too. Oh my fucking god, Sirius. I saw you and Samuro and Snape and everyone. I can't believe Snape used to be gothic. Yeah, I know, Sirius said sadly. Oh, hey there, bitch. Professor Sinister said. In an emo voice, drinking some Voldemort serum. Hi, fucker. I said, listen, Satan asked me to go to a gothic concert in a movie, so I need a sexy new outfit for the date. Also, I'm playing in a gothic band, so I need... What? I need an outfit for that. I mean, that is true. She did like 20 chapters talk about how she was in a band with Draco and Vampire and Bloody Mary and Willow, I think. What a deep cut. Oh my Satan. Get it, lol, because she's gothic? Gasped Bloody Mary. Wanna go to Hot Topic to shop for your outfit? Oh my fucking Satan. Let's have a group cutting session. Let's have a group cutting session, said Professor Sinister. I can't fucking wait for that, but we need to get some stuff first, said Willow. Yeah, we need some potions for Professor Sinister so she won't be addicted to Voldemort serum anymore. And also, some love potion for Ebony, Draco said resultantly. Well, we have potions class now, Willow said, so let's go. We went sexily to potions class, but Snape wasn't there. Instead, there was Cornelius Fudge. Hey, where the fuck is Dumbledore? We went to potions class, but Snape wasn't there. Instead, there was Cornelius Fudge. Hey, where the fuck is Dumbledore? Draco shouted angrily. Shut the fuck up, shouted Cornelius Fudge. He's in Azkaban now with Snape and Lupin. He is old and weak and has cancer. Now do your work. Jesus Christ. My friend and I talked angrily. Can you believe Snape used to be gothic? Vampire asked in a surprised voice. That's it! Cornelius Fudge shouted angrily. I'm getting Professor Umbridge. We stomped out angrily. My friends and I began talking again. I began to drink some blood mixed with beer. Suddenly, I saw Hagrid in the cupboard. What the fuck is he doing? I asked. Then I looked at Draco. He was wearing tons of eyeliner, and he looked sexier than ever. Suddenly, Hagrid, what the fuck are you doing? He shouted. I looked around. Hagrid was putting something in my glass of blood. Draco and Vampire started to beat him up sexily. God, you're such a poser, I shouted at Hagrid. Suddenly, I looked at what he was putting in the blood. It was amnesia potion? Whoa. We'll have to find out what this means next week on My Immortal. So yeah, gonna end it a little early today, so my voice isn't all screwed up tomorrow. Yeah, we'll finish this next week. I'll try to stream earlier too. So yeah. Let's see here. Oh, that was a loud preview. Oh god. Okay, let's go give the Bard a raid, as we do these Saturdays. As we tend to do on these Saturdays. We never made it to the Wendy's. Maybe we'll make it next week, chat. I don't know. We'll just have to see. We got we got something tomorrow. We got Crisis Core tomorrow, and then I'm not gonna put out an official schedule. Because I got some stuff coming in for stream, and I don't know exactly what day that'll be. So I don't want to have a schedule and say, oh, we're actually not following a schedule, because that thing is gonna trump the schedule, chat. So look forward to it. Anyway, hope everybody has a great night, and